Hey everybody, happy January the 1st. It has become a little bit of a tradition for me to pop a little video up on the 1st of January, just with some little whispers from the universe about, I don't know, I guess the thoughts that's going on in my head and how I'm feeling about the energy at the moment and the coming year, because at this time of year we can't help but think about how our next 12 months are going to unfold before us. So here I am, January the 1st, 2025. Now to me, being born in 1980, 2025 feels a little bit futuristic. So I'm adjusting slightly. But time takes on, does it not? So I sat down last night on New Year's Eve, as I always do, to have a good chat with the universe, to ask some questions and to get a bit of guidance in terms of how this year's going to kind of pan out, what the universe needs of me, what it wants of me, what I want of me, setting some intentions, doing a lot of releasing and letting go of stuff. And I got some interesting things that the universe wanted me to share with you. So this year, things, over the last 5 years now, each and every year throws something a little bit big at us, does it not? And I don't think 2025 is going to be any different. What we're going to see as we move into our year is change on an individual level, probably, if we allow ourselves to do that, but change on a planetary scale, because the development, the growth of this planet and all of the people is kind of speeding up a bit. We talk about momentum. Well, that snowball's really underway now. So things are starting to move really fast, and that can feel a little bit uncomfortable. Every New Year's Eve, for as long as I can remember, I have tapped into the energy. I've felt the emotions and the power welling up inside of me of this, an entire planet of people as we shift into a new year, which is a big deal for us. But last night, should I say, I wasn't really feeling it. There wasn't much going on for me. When I stretched my energy, I kind of taste energy, best way to put it. When I stretched my energy out there, I was filled with, I guess, feelings of, there was a lot of anger, there was a lot of pain, there was a lot of frustration, and a lot of resignation, like the feeling of just resigning to the fact that we are helpless. We are, we just have to kind of put up and shut up to get on, that things are bad, that we don't have any control over who we are, what we do with our lives, and how, life kind of comes about for us. And I didn't like it, so I kind of, back in, in my little bubble, in my home. And it kind of shook me a little bit. So I sat down with the universe and I was like, right, what's that about? Because normally on New Year's Eve, there's celebration and there's lots and lots of love and there's lots of good things going on. And I'm sure that was all out there, but I was not feeling it. And I was, I said to my guides, the ascended masters that I work with, the universe, I said, whoa, what's happening here? And I got some really interesting answers. And it's all linked with the changes that we're going to see as we move into 2025. This, I talk a lot about this global shift that's happening now as the earth ascends, as the energy, the frequency of the planet and all of us on the planet, we all need to rise in our energy, in our vibration. That in itself, the planet will lift too, and we will begin to, not just begin, but continue to shift into a better way of being. And we were told back, it'd be 2011, that things would have to probably get worse before they got better. Well, we are finding ourselves in the thick of it, moving in deeper. And what that means for us is that the choices we make are more important now than ever before. Because when we put on the news and when we doom scroll our social media and when we listen to other people talking, or some other people anyway, we are surrounded by fear and upset and pain and all the unpleasant things. And I don't know about you, but I don't want that. I just don't want that. I don't want to feel that. I don't want to have that energy around me. And that's not to say that I don't care about what's going on out there in the world. I deeply do. But what I really care about is changing it, is stopping it, part of my role here on this planet is to bring in higher vibration, is to bring in light, is to bring in healing and magic. It's to teach and spread the awareness, I guess, that it is possible for us to make changes in our own lives and for this beautiful world of ours as a whole. We can do that. 2025 is going to give us the opportunity in bigger and better ways to make those changes, to allow our own energy flow to contribute to those big changes that are coming. And when I was talking to the universe last night, I was like, okay, well, right, I get it. I get it. But how? When we are surrounded by all that unpleasantness, how do we rise above that? Because, and I'm not going to go all conspiracy theory on you as much as I'd like to, but I won't. I do believe that there are powers that be out there that don't want us to become higher vibrational. They don't want us to be happy, to find the link in with the law of attraction and in all those beautiful laws of the universe, to be able to design and create a wonderful life. They want to keep our vibrations low. So I said to the universe and my guides, I said, like, how do we do this when, we literally cannot escape the crap that's going on out there on a big planet scale, and also, our own inner lives, our bubbles. And I was shown something that I want to explain to you, and I love this, and I've never seen this before, so this is totally brand new for Shelley Magic. I want you to imagine, if you will, that above your head there are two streams running, okay, just a bit above your head, two streams running side by side, like little streams you'd find in a wood or a forest or wherever. Two streams, okay. One stream is a sparkly, golden, beautiful stream. The other stream that runs directly beside it is sludgy and dirty and sticky and smelly. Okay, so we have two very different streams running above our head. Now, both of these streams are transmitters of information, I guess we'll call it, energy. And we have access to both of those streams. Now, the beautiful, golden, sparkly, clean, gorgeous, fresh stream, that is the information that is coming to us directly from the universe. That is the angels. That is love. That is healing. That is access to miracles, creative magic and power. That is happiness and fulfillment and achieving all our dreams. That is all the really, really good stuff, okay? In the other stream, the information in there comes from the unpleasant stuff. It comes from the fear that's going on in the world at the moment. It comes from your next door neighbour who's having a whinge and whine over the fence. It comes from a family member who's criticising. It comes from self-criticism. We'll put that out there as well. It comes from worry. It comes from fear. It's like the collective worry and fear. Now, these two streams that flow above our heads here, remember, we have a little doorway just there to plug into whatever information we want to. When we consciously choose to plug into the universe through Reiki, through meditation, however you do it, we open our little doorway and we kind of open our drain pipes, our tubes, whatever you want to call it, to the universe stream. When the energy, the beautiful light and sparkly golden magic in that stream then starts to fill us up, comes in. The information comes in and it passes into our energy field, the different layers and levels of it. It passes into our energy centers and they process it and spin it out. It passes into our cells. It goes into our mind, affects how we think. It goes into our hearts, affects how we feel. All through our energy, it affects how we connect to other people, to ourselves, to the universe. It affects our manifestation abilities, our healing abilities. And if nothing else, it determines whether or not we feel good or we don't feel good. On a, I guess, normal level, for a lot of people, it's much easier. And we have found ourselves, I guess, in a state where our little crown chakra doors are open. But we're hooking up to the wrong stream. We're hooking up to that sludgy, smelly, nasty stream. So that energy is flowing in. And that energy, too, comes through the different layers and levels of our energy field. It goes into our energy centers, is processed and spun out. So it goes into our cells, and it goes into our mind, and it goes into our heart. It affects, like the positive stream, it affects the way that we think, it affects the way that we feel, it affects how we see ourselves, how we connect, how we see other people. Now, when we are full of this sludgy, horrible stuff, that is literally fear. It brings in, I guess, information that tells us we need to be more afraid. We need to act from a place of fear. We need to live our lives from a position of lack, from a position of scarcity, from a position of lack of safety and lack of security. It helps us to feel lost, alone, confused. It helps us to be negative. It helps us to not believe in all the magic and the good stuff's out there. Now, the longer we leave our little door open to the sludgy stream, the faster the flow of that sludge starts to come in. It coats our cells. It fills our cells up. It coats our cells and leads to pooliness, illness of all different shapes and sizes. It moves through our energy and our connection and kind of blocks us off from plugging into the universe, to God, to the angels, to the ascended masters, to whoever it is you want to talk to, which doesn't feel very nice. And probably the most dangerous thing is it blocks our connection to our truth, our authenticity, and ourselves. So when we are trying to make a decision about moving forwards, when we are trying to manifest something, when we are trying to become healthier, when we are trying to direct our lives in a new direction, this sludgy stuff coats everything and taints everything, so we can't think straight. We talk about brain fog. Well, this is like energy fog, put it this way. And what happens is that this sludgy stuff fills our minds with horrible beliefs and horrible thoughts, and any toxic or old sad story or belief that we are already carrying that perhaps we're trying to get rid of or trying to work on. This belief, this energy, this nasty stuff, it feeds it. So if we are carrying a belief that perhaps we are not good enough, when we allow the sludgy stream of energy from the world, from our immediate surroundings, from our work, from wherever it's coming from, the media, Facebook, whatever, when that sludgy stuff comes in, we trap ourselves in a cycle of negativity that is really, really hard to get out of. All the cleansing in the world, all the release work and forgiveness work in the world is not going to work if you've still got that stream of it coming in. When we make the conscious decision to block that off, seal it up, use duct tape, whatever, magic wand, and open the door to the lovely stream of universe light and universe energy, that brings in deep, deep healing, deep, deep cleansing. It reinforces positive beliefs that we have. It aligns us with our truth, with our authentic selves, so that when we are, again, wanting to move forward, wanting to make decisions about how our year is going to go, how our life's going to go, what we need to do, what we want to do, this golden energy, this beautiful universe energy strengthens our faith, it strengthens our belief, it allows us to create, to manifest, to bring things into being. And as I say, I was sat last night talking to the universe and I was shown these two streams and I was like, well, that just makes so much sense. Well, we kind of knew this already, but to see this makes an awful lot of sense. And I heard so clearly in my voice, in my mind, this voice that said, and you get to choose. And I stopped and I thought, and for anyone who's worked with me before or knows me and, anyway, that I have struggled, I don't like using that word, but all of my life with anxiety in different forms. And I was shown that this is a cure for it. And the word cure for anxiety, anyone's a bit like, what? Because I've always believed that there's no real cure for anxiety. We can manage it with different, things that we do and our lifestyle and how we choose to think and choose to live. But this could really have a massive positive impact when we are struggling with things like anxiety and fear. And I've had this whole thing planned out and they're just putting loads of different stuff in my head now. Hang on, one thing at a time. So we get to choose every second of every day. We get to choose which stream of information we are opening to. And I stopped and I was like, oh. And I'm the kind of person, if I can see something like that, it makes it much easier and it makes it much realer to me. And different things have happened and, through the course of today or whatever. And I've just stopped and I've just said, choose your stream. And anyone, again, who's listened to me or knows me at all will know that I have my little isms and my quotes and stuff. And this is going to be the new one for 2025. Choose your stream. Because we have equal access to both of these streams. And each second of each minute of every hour of every day, we can choose which information we let flow into us. So if you're feeling negative in any way, fear-filled, worried about anything at all, choose your stream. Choose to seal off the negative stream. Choose to allow the little door on the golden stream, that beautiful high vibrational light of the universe. Let that flow into you instead. Because all it takes is a decision. And I was like, but really, is it that easy? And the universe went, try it. And I did. And I was just filled with a sense, and I'm getting emotional now just thinking about it. I was just filled with a sense of rightness, this sense of being held, this sense of being filled up and surrounded by this beautiful light. This idea that I am not alone, and I know that anyway. And this energy, this power that ran through me, it was just beautiful. So choose your stream. Think about it. See, feel, or sense those streams running above you. The universe's power is so big, it's so vast, it's so limitless. And we can, we are part of that, but we can only be part of that if we allow ourselves to hook up and be part of that. And not just when we're putting time aside for self-healing or meditation or reading about magic and spirituality or doing spells or, however you make your connection. This isn't every second of every day thing while you're cooking tea, while you're having a wee, while you are brushing your teeth, while you're walking the dog, while you're tidying the living room, while you're changing the bed, while you're in a work meeting, while you are doing the shopping, while, no matter what it is that you're doing, you can choose which stream of energy or information is flowing into you. And I love that. And I've been told that this is going to be really, really important for 2025. I think 2 years ago on my New Year's Day message, I talked about the idea that the universe is moving us and shifting us, especially us light workers, into positions where we can be of more service to the divine as we move through this great shift. And I think we've all seen this quite a bit. This idea of being catapulted into the right place, to connect with the right people, to be able to share our gifts. But again, we can only do this if we allow it to happen, if we are brave enough to step into our authentic selves. And some people watching this might be thinking, well, what have I got to give? How can I be even part of it? Just being here on this planet at this time is being part of it. The energy that you are shining out, that you are radiating, is having an effect on the whole planet. Now, go back to these ideas of the two streams. When there's lots of fear going on, the power and the force of the negative stream is going to be bigger. It's going to be deeper. It's going to be, flowing faster. The pressure's going to be more. If there is more love, if there is more faith, if there is more celebration and joy and gratitude and all the lovely things happening, the power of the universe's stream is going to have more pressure. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be brighter. Mm-hmm. So I guess my question or my advice to you is ask yourself what you want to be part of. Which stream do you want to contribute to? Because every time you think a negative thought, that energy goes out, and it doesn't just affect you on a negative level, which it very much does. It's adding to the collective fear. It's adding to the collective levels of criticism and pain and upset. Or do you want to shine the lovely bright light out and contribute to the healing and the growth and the feeling goodness of the whole of mankind. I mean, for me, it's a bit of a no-brainer, but I will leave it up to you. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you today. I'll not keep you too much longer. I also want to talk about authenticity in the spiritual world, and I wasn't planning on saying this at all, but for some reason I am, so we're just going to go with it. I would advise everyone to tap into their own powers of discernment as we move into 2025, because the spiritual world, the spiritual community, like I said, on earth, us spiritual teachers, us magic makers, we are here to lead and inspire and to teach and to guide and to support and care for and love and all that lovely stuff. I do my damnedest. I'm honest with everyone. I show up as me. You get what you see. But I'm asking you all to turn up your powers of discernment when it comes to working with spiritual folks this year. I don't think you need to find someone who is, do not look for someone who is invincible, who never gets sad, who never has a glass of wine. I mean, don't, rule them out just because they don't drink. I'm not saying that. But you don't need to look for an angel. Look for someone who feels right to you. Because what we are going to see more of in 2025 is people who are putting the message out there that they are tapped into this beautiful golden stream, that they are part of this beautiful golden stream. They can help you be part of the beautiful golden stream, but maybe they are not. And I have seen this play out over the last 2 years to the detriment of many, many people. And I'm not going to go into it too much, but I'm asking you, when you are working with spiritual folks, or folks who say that they are spiritual, switch those powers of discernment on, because there is a big shift coming, and this is going to divide the magical community, the spiritual community, the whatever you want to call it, massively. Don't just follow someone because millions of other people do. That's not to say that there's not a lot of absolutely amazing people out there. There's so many people that I follow that I will never stop following, because I hang off every word that they say. They are my teachers, they are my guides on this planet. I'm trying to be tactful about this, and I'm never very good at being tactful. Just be careful. If someone does not feel right for you, then that is because they are not for you. Find someone who is. I'm going to leave that at that. I wasn't even planning on saying anything like that at all today, but 2025 is about choice. It's about choosing your stream. It is about actively and consciously, daily, making the decision to tap into that light. And I'm going to say my usual, daily meditation. If you're a Reiki person, daily self-healing. Choosing magic over mundane. Choosing to see it. Choosing to believe it. And anything that does not align with your good feelings, get it out of your life. Get it out of your world. Get it out of your bubble. Talking about it's not going to help. Inviting it in is not going to help. Worrying and stressing about it is not going to help. Our Ascended Masters, that you guys know I work with quite a lot, are stepping forward really strongly. Each and every year they've been coming forward more and more. And if you are in doubt, if you are struggling at all, just reach out. And you don't have to be a guru or teacher or, super spiritual person to be able to work with these beautiful ladies and chaps, or energies. You just ask, treat them as a friend, and you just say, Ascended Masters, be with me today. Guide me, guard me, keep me safe. Show me the way forward. Protect me, surround me with your light. Bring me a sign so that I know that you are with me. Show me who is there. Make the decision to open only to the light. We have different layers and levels of energy that we can tap into through meditation, through mediumship, through all sorts of different things. Go for the top. Go for the top. Make it clear as you are working that you only want to tap into the highest and most purest light. And that way you will only get the Ascended Masters, the angels and the archangels, the universe itself. Set that intention to be the light. Using I am affirmations. I am the divine light of the universe. I am an open door for the abundance, for the health, for the well-being of the divine. Use those I am affirmations. Use any sort of positive affirmations. Start to become more determined in your belief of self. Each and every one of us is an extension of the universe, and we forget that so quickly. The minute a bit of stress comes up, something goes wrong seemingly, it's easy to forget who we are and who we came here to be. But stamp that foot on the earth, hold your arms up in the sky and declare it. I am the divine light of the universe. I am in service to the universe. I am part of the universe. I am the voice, the beauty and the truth of the universe. I am the light. And just see what happens. Watch as your life is... Excuse me, my phone's making wibbly noises. Watch as your life just starts to get better. It all comes from faith. Faith in the universe, the angels, the masters, God, whoever it is you talk to and you believe in. But most importantly, faith in yourself. Faith in the fact that you are here to make a difference. Yes, little old you, that energy that is radiating from you is changing the world. So this year, in 2025, decide how you want to change the world. Do you want to be a beacon of hope and truth and light or not? Again, no brainer for me. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye now. I am off for a family meal. I am back officially on Monday, so I will be back then. In the meantime, if you have any questions or thoughts or anything at all, you know where I am, shelley@shelleymagic.com. If you want to email me, drop comments, like, follow, subscribe, do all those things. And I'll see you super soon. Choose your stream. Love you lots. Bye.